Welcome to a podcast from Wipro Sustainability Academy. They say, if you want to motivate anyone, you only need to do two things. 1. Show them the big picture. 2. Answer what's in it for me. In this podcast, let us look at sustainability challenge from the big picture perspective. Chances are, you've heard of global warming and climate change. Pretty much like a car that warms up standing in the sun, when the windows are all rolled up. The ever-increasing amount of greenhouse gases are also like the rolled-up windows. They trap heat on the planet, slowly making it warmer. Things are all linked up beyond imagination on this planet. The increasing temperatures change ocean currents and wind patterns. Weather changes accordingly. Storms and hurricanes become more extreme. Instead of gentler seasons, the swings between drought and floods become sharper. Heavy downpours leave little scope for groundwater to be recharged and at the same time, wash away the fertile topsoil. With infertile land and limited water, even lush green food baskets can become deserts. This gets compounded because somewhere upstream, frozen glaciers have melted away as well. It starves rivers at their source itself. When nature causes devastation, disease and starvation are usually not far behind. When life becomes hard, can social unrest be far behind? We usually talk about green in terms of impact on climate from global warming. Since things are linked, the areas of impact affect each other. Sometimes in a spiral that gains momentum from the linkages. Water shortages and polluted groundwater has its own challenges for heavily populated areas. Wherever industrial activity is beginning to emerge, those areas have their own special challenges in terms of pollution and waste mismanagement. Then there is the traditional divide between the developed Western world and now fast-developing Asian tigers. India and China can always argue that most of the greenhouse gases have been a result of Western world's mindless industrialization, and that they are entitled to the same mindless lifestyle too. The Western world can always point to China and India that your large populations and rising growth will make you the biggest culprits of tomorrow. We probably committed our sins in ignorance, but can you not see what you will do to the planet if you follow our way? Today, there is only one planet. And at the end of the day, there is only one common shared fate for all of us. Yet, the way we humans are wired, we may end up only arguing pointlessly on who is to blame and who needs to do more. So what is the way out? One thing is clear. There is a large part of global warming that has been fueled by feverish industrial activity. Industrial activity that is not only meeting the demand for our consumption-led lifestyles but also setting the standards on what the good life is all about. You may want to check out the short documentary titled Story of Stuff on www.storyofstuff.com. It speaks beautifully to this point. When we encourage ourselves to consume beyond the means of the planet, it is not a sustainable arrangement. Sustainability is simply about finding those ways of living and being happy and fulfilled as mankind that will allow us to do so forever. What is the way forward? We will look at that in next podcast. This podcast is brought to you by the Wipro Sustainability Academy. Thank you very much.